Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of SpiritualiTEA. And I'm going to use this time to hop on YouTube and to discuss the 33 pillars of consciousness and how these beautiful pillars that are conscious energies streaming from the heart of Source assist all of humanity, all of creation in our spiritual evolution and our ascension. So basically these talks will be demystifying the ascension process, demystifying spirituality, and really offering practical tools that you can use and incorporate into your life that will assist you in your own spiritual journey. So thank you for being here, and I hope you find this helpful, and I look forward to being with you. So tonight, our first topic will be the pillar of grace and the energy of grace. And when I brought through these channels, which began March of 2020, soon after the lockdown, the first pillar that came through was the pillar of grace. And the energy that was holding this consciousness of grace was our beautiful Kuan Yin. So a lot of that energy was her presence, and a lot of her information came through me in channel, and I want to bring some of that to you. So the pillar of grace, imagine it as this golden chamber of light. You can call to the Kuan Yin to step forward and to be with you, to be in holy communion with you, to have this experience. And her teaching of grace with this pillar was really beautiful, as she was describing that the energy of grace is our ability to move from the denser and darker energies into the more enlightened, lighter energies. So what does that mean, right? Grace is that path, that journey. It's the energy of the letting go of the story. It's illuminating the shadow. It is coming into acceptance. So she offered like a lot of polarity, and that grace is the movement from that point A to point B. And what catapults that movement is really this place of surrender and allowing. So moving from suffering and pain, right? The removal of suffering and pain. And in that moment when we're out of pain and suffering, that is the moment of grace. When we're out of resistance, right? When we let go of resistance to something and we become more receptive, that is the moment of grace. When we let go of fear, if we're so fear-ridden and fear is crippling to our system, in that moment that we become fearless, that fear no longer has the power over us, that is the moment of grace. So to work in the pillar of grace and to work with the energy and consciousness of Kuan Yin is to move us from those stuck places, to move us from the density, darkness, duality, which has been the energy that is keeping the human consciousness and the collective of the human consciousness so stuck. So it's a very powerful pillar. It is a very freeing pillar. It is a very conscious energy. And Kuan Yin does it with such ease. So the movement is not painful. The movement is really simple and easy. So think of moving and shifting from a place of powerlessness, right? Many humans in this time of great ascension are feeling powerless, like there is a greater power at work, and so they're just sitting back and doing nothing. And that's not really what the ascension is about. It's about getting on board. It's about participating. It's about bringing light to your own consciousness. It's not worrying about the rest of the world, but illuminating the energy and consciousness that you hold. So moving along this polarity, enlightening your own mind, your own emotions, your own thoughts, your own creations. moving from despair to hope, moving from destruction, right? A lot of destruction will be happening as old paradigms crumble, and that can create fear. But if we surrender to the destruction and the deprogramming, creativity and construction can happen, right? A reconstruction, a reconfiguration. Moving from the energy of rejecting to receptivity, from fear to love, from unworthy to value, from limited to limitless, from alone to oneness. And this is all very powerful movement while working with the energy and the pillar of grace. So I hope you'll join us. We are on Patreon. To join our Patreon community, go to julieconnor.com, and there are links there to join our community either via email, Patreon. It's a $33 a month. We have weekly transmissions, experiences with 33 pillars, monthly soul coaching, and I hope you'll join me there. Have a great, great evening, everyone. Sending you lots of love.